It's been some time since we made one of those videos, so we are back at it again. So today is busy day as every day else at Garage Japan, and we are shipping out a number of cars to different parts of the world this month, about 18 of them to be exact. And in this today's video, I'd like to give you a quick introduction for April 2020 shipments. So let's start with this one. Guys, this one is MSPEC Europe, one of the only 79 manufactured in this color, QX1 I think, the white pearl, the elegant white color MSPEC. This one is going to Australia. This one just arrived, GT-R R34, V-Spec just arrived. And we have this GT-R R36 also just arrived. And by the way, guys, I haven't made one of those shop update videos because we have lots of new arrivals, lots of new stock. Anyways, this being said, this one is going to Cambodia, V-Spec 2 Pearl White color in April 2020, guys, 2021. This one, owner of this car is, by the way, Nico. Nico is a great friend. He is a racer in Cambodia, and he's super excited about to receive his car. That car is going to Australia to my good friend Abdul, and I'll be making one special movie about that. But today, focus of this video is going to be none other than this MSPEC GT-R R34 in sparkling silver color. Okay, MSPEC, as you guys understand, comes with the V-Spec diffuser right here, and the main differentiating factor between MSPEC and V-Spec GT-R R34s is the heated seats, the MSPEC's comfort. So right now we have to pull out this car. To be able to do that, we gotta move those cars out there a little bit, and we'll be driving this car and also none other than legendary Toyota Celica GT4 WRC edition. This one is going to the United States to our good friend Alan, I think. I'm sorry, you can see everything. This is going to United States. We gotta clean up the car a little bit. As you guys can see, that there's a little bit of dirt here, I guess, and stuff. So we'll be cleaning it up at our main shop. And today we have to transport 4 cars from our SOKO local indoor storage yard to our main shop. And it's gonna be that WRC, Celica GT4, MSPEC GT-R R34. Another car that you have to transport is this GT-R R33. This GT-R R33 V-Spec is going to Jonathan. Jonathan is from the United States. Jonathan Race have been storing this car with us for the past 2 years, and it's going to be shipped out to him in this month, April 2021. Another car is being shipped to Australia in this month is to my good friend Usman, and this is none other than this GT-R R34 V-Spec in black color. Excuse me, guys. So, number of other cars, very much dynamic. By the way, guys, this GT-R R33 is built by John. John is from New York, and all the exportation, everything is being taken care of for this particular car, not by us, but our good friend Jeremy from Osaka. So this car also is gonna be gone. So by the end of this month, guys, by the end of April, more than half of the cars will be gone here, and we'll have more than half, I guess. That means 8 to 9 or 10 more new cars coming in here pretty soon. So it's gonna be so much upgrade here. And at our main shop, we have lots of new cars, new stock, and hopefully in the next couple of days I'll be able to make another video to describe everything in detail and tell you guys about the condition and the price and give you general information about the market for those cars. But as we are talking about GT-R R34s, as you guys can see that in this room alone, 1, 2, 3, 4 GT-R R34s being shipped to Cambodia, Australia, and United Kingdom. This one is going to Harlow Jab Autos. I'd like to give you quick information about GT-R R34s, guys. They are becoming extremely rare in Japan, and the price is just going out of control. Anyways, so this being said, let's move those cars, guys, and let's pull up those 2 cars, I guess this one and probably maybe this one or that one, and let's head to the main shop to prepare them up. And at the end of the day today, we have to bring this car and that car for sure to our portside yard to have it shipped out. This one to Harlow Jab Autos in United Kingdom, and that one to New York, United States. So let's get to work. You ready? All right. apparently one of the problems right now we have is the battery of this GT-R R34 is out of power. So what we have to do is connect it to another battery. So we have to jump start it, take it to the main shop, and probably we will be ending up changing the battery for another one before the delivery of the car to United Kingdom. Voila, here we go. Set to drive this beautiful GT-R R34 MSPEC to our portside yard, which is about 35 kilometers away from here and takes 40 minutes. So in this journey, I invite all of you to come with me, and during this time, I would like to talk to you guys a little bit more in detail about the market for a GT-R R34s just like this. Alright, let's go. Okay, so before we talk about the market for GT-R R34s in general, let me tell you guys a little bit about this car. This car is MSPEC GT-R R34, year 2001, and accident-free, rust-free, very clean, as you guys can see that. And it has been purchased by a good friend of mine, and he runs a very famous shop called Arlo Jap Autos, based in London, UK. And we are delivering this car to him. So I cannot tell you the price of this car that we are basically selling to us because of the privacy reasons, but cars like that, MSPEC right now varies somewhere from 15 to, I would say, 14 to 18 million yen, which is equal to about 135,000 to, I would say, 165,000 US dollars. Quick information about the GT-Rs and their MSPEC, VSPEC, VSPEC 2, VSPEC 2 newers. As most of you guys understand, VSPEC came with the VSPEC diffuser and few other minor upgrades to the standard edition, while the MSPEC also came with the VSPEC diffuser, but they also came with the interior, leather interior seats, just like this. And there was also VSPEC 2 edition for VSPEC editions, which came with the carbon bonnet, blackish interior and stuff like that. And there's no MSPEC 2, it's just MSPEC. And of course there are also 1,000 newers manufactured by Nissan, about 250 on average MSPEC newers, and 750 VSPEC 2 newers. So for this MSPEC GT-R R34, if you put the N1 engine, it becomes pretty much MSPEC newer. And of course for VSPEC, then you have the next generation VSPEC 2s, carbon bone, as I said, plus black interior, and then you have to put N1 engine in it to let it become V-Spec 2 newer. Okay, so market for GT-R 34 so far have been just going up. As most of you understand, there's no supply. Nissan doesn't manufacture them anymore. GT-R 34s are by far the most iconic JDM sports car ever made, and everybody wants them. It's a piece of history, it's a piece of a heritage, and it's a car that you would like to keep. And manufacturing process of this car was basically finalized in 2002. I think somewhere around 14,000 of those GT-R 34s manufactured, as most of you understand. And ever since, basically, whoever wants to buy a GT-R 34, ever since 2002, people have been buying it from whoever owns it, and they're reselling it, you know. So we understand that GT-R 32s, 33s, Skylines, all has been going up as soon as they become USA import legal, which means the car has to be 25 years old, exception being for show and display midnight purple GT-R 34 V-Spec, and also 2002 Millennium Jade GT-R 34 V-Spec in-spec newer. But generally, year 1999, the first edition GT-R 34s were manufactured, which means they won't become USA import legal after 2024. So the general market assumption is that the price of those cars keep going up and up and up and up until they become USA import legal. And we expect that once they become USA import legal, for the price to go further up. Now, people used to ask me 1 year ago, at the beginning of 2020, before the pandemic started, he would say, "Hey, Tostan, do you think the price of GT-R 34s will hit 100,000 USD mark for a standard clean ones, like the ones that we sell?" And my answer always was like, of course they will. Of course, as soon as the car becomes closer to the US import legality, they become 100,000 US dollars. And the price by then, 1 year ago, if you imagine, was somewhere around $60,000 to $70,000 maybe for the standard really nice condition ones. MSPECs were maybe $80,000, right? In US dollars. So, but I never expected myself or anybody else in Japan expected that the price would double, almost, maybe more than double in the past year and a half maybe, you know? So right now, any standard GT-R 34 that doesn't have rust issues and clean, like the ones that we sell, starting price for them is $110,000 or above, $120,000 or above. It's ridiculously, I mean, the price is going up ridiculous. It's crazy. And whether you guys believe it or not, we do have customers from the United States storing their cars for 3 years, and they're paying 250, 300 USD storage fee right now, so that we can store them for them. And people say, wow, that's expensive, but wait a second. If you watch my videos that we've been making over the past year and two, we've been shipping out Midnight Purple 2 GT-R 34s, early 1999 models under show and display regulations, and those cars right now retail for 300,000 US dollars in the United States. Now, if you tell me, hey, just because this is purple and this is red or black or blue, do you think the color makes it, I guess, $120,000 to $300,000 difference? I would say hell no, you know? You pay $10,000 for any shop that does the professional paint shop, you'll make it midnight purple if necessary, unless you want it to be factory midnight purple, you know what I mean? So you gotta look at the direction, and price definitely, what I believe, keeps going up. Some people have this mindset limit that, hey, and that was the mindset limit. For example, if I find super awesome, super clean, low mileage GT-R 34, let's say for $90,000 like a year and a half ago, people would be like, oh, that's expensive. Right now, people buy it for $160,000 from our shop, like kind of cars, you know? And please do understand, we don't inflate the price of the cars up. I mean, we just buy it from the end users here, or from the clients who are super knowledgeable. We don't want to let their cars go. We pay big money for those cars, and basically we have to make a little profit, then sell it for somebody else. And the market is just huge. Whenever we post a GT-R 34, we start getting lots of inquiries on it. in January 2021, we shipped 6 GT-R 34s, let's say to Australia alone. February, about 3 to 4 GT-R 34s. March, another 5 GT-R 34s maybe. April, another maybe 6 GT-R 34s. So you can see the trend. So a lot of people are buying up from countries called Australia, Europe. This one is going to United Kingdom. And I tell you what, there are not even 40 GT-R 34s available for sale in Japan right now. So the number is becoming less and less and less and less because there's no supply and because there's enormous demand from Australia, New Zealand, UK, Europe, Canada, and right now the United States. We are storing a lot of GT-R 34s for USA customers already. The price is going up. So if you're a super GT-R 34 fan, just like a John, he's from Florida, he calls me up and he says, hey, this time I'm on my way to Los Angeles to buy this midnight purple GT-R 34 for $300,000. And he told me that that car was purchased from our shop if he sold it for one of our clients, right? And I'm like, oh my God, I mean, he made like $7,000 from that car, and in just, you know, less than a year after, someone is making like more than double of his profit out of it. I'm like, wow, that's wow, you know what I mean? So, but people are buying him up, and I tell you what, if you're super like a diehard fan of those cars, and a lot of people are, trust me, myself included, if you really want to get one in your lifetime, it's the best time right now, because the price is going to go so much more higher. Again, it's a part of history, it's a part of the heritage, and it's a car that you don't want to basically sell. And I tell you what, every single customer that I sell this car type of cars to, they always tell me one thing: I'm never gonna sell it. I mean, I sell cars all the time to Australia, let's say to US, to Canada, and you guys, most of the time we don't make movies about them, but sometimes whenever, depending on my mood and availability, we end up making one of those movies. People who buy them don't want to sell them. They want to keep it, give it to their sons and grandchildren, and just want to own it, you know? Some people like to invest it and hold on to it, you know? So, price going up. If you watch my videos, just go down there 2 years ago. I said the same stuff about GT-R 33s. They have become super rare right now, already in Japan too. So any Skyline GT-R 32s, 33, 34s, they're just going up in value. Particularly those GT-R 34s right now, they are really, really rare. And this kind of ones, very rare, you know. So if you want to know about the price of those cars, you can always just check out our website, garage-defend.com. We have a number of cars listed there, and you can just get an idea of what kind of price these cars go for. And you guys saw it from our indoor storage yard. We have a main shop, we have another yard. We have a number of those cars available, but again, they go really fast usually. They're trying to replace them, but always we are having difficulty. I give you one example. We buy this car for $100,000. We try to resell it for $105,000 or $110,000 with our margin to cover our costs and everything else. And by the time we get that $110,000 and try to buy another GT-R 34, the similar kind of GT-R 34s in the market right now we can get is more than $110,000 already. It's ridiculous, you know? So it's not as easy as a lot of people think, hey, you can easily buy another one. No, it's not. It's really hard to find a clean GT-R 34, even in Japan, for famous shops like us, you know? It's not easy because we already bought up from most of our customers. And once the car leaves Japan, you know, numbers become even less. There's no supply on this car, remember, guys. And because of that, price just keeps going up. Up and up and up. So that was a little bit of general information about the market for you guys. If you guys have any questions, feel free to anytime leave comments in the comments below. What do you think? You tell me. I mean, what do you think about the market for the GT-Rs? Where's the market is headed? A lot of people say it's a bubble. Well, I studied economics. I did my thesis on bubbles. For the bubble to be on those cars, you have to have a supply side, you know? The bubble cannot be formed without a supply. You know why the Bitcoin price keeps going up right now? It used to be, let's say, $1 maybe, then $100, then $10,000, and then $50, right now $60,000. And a lot of people think right now is the way Bitcoin is always going to be a lot more valuable than gold, for example, right? Why? Gold, there's a supply of gold. You can I mean, of course there's limited supply, but you know, you can mine them and increase them. But for the Bitcoin, for example, there's a set of specific number that I think was 21 million Bitcoin. I can't remember. Just correct me if I'm wrong. Once you get that, you hit that, there's no more Bitcoins. So that makes it valuable, you know, there's scarcity. Dollars or your money, government keeps printing them. There's no limit for that. That's why there's always inflation on the currencies, you know. So this is a legendary car. This is just, I mean, you have no idea. Watch this. Oh my God. I mean, it's so much joy to drive a GT-R. You have, just puts a big smile on your face. It's just such a privilege, you know. I've been driving such cars for about 6-7 years right now, almost daily basis. And every time still, if I sit behind the steering wheel like this and drive it, just I feel so good about it, you know. So the same thing with this as well. There's a scarcity. The Nissan doesn't manufacture them anymore. There's just limited number of them available only. And there are more and more and more and more people want them. As people get rich, you grow up, start working, and it's a dream car for so many people. And because of that, there's no supply, enormous demand. Price keeps going up, guys. It's not a bubble. It's not just, it just doesn't pop, or just like what happened in the United States in 2008, that they were building 2-3 million houses a year, and all suddenly people didn't want the houses, and there's still a lot of supply were coming into the market. No, it's not like that. It's a different, you know. Anyways, let's wrap up this video, guys. We are going to leave this car, GT-R R34, at our portside yard in about a month and a half. By May. It's going to be in UK, which is exciting. And if you're someone in the United Kingdom looking for a clean GT-R R34 just like this, do reach out to Harlow Jap Autos. They are top dealership in Europe, and they have the best cars at the most competitive market prices. And yeah, thanks for watching. If you have any questions, as always, boys, leave it in the comments below. I look forward to read it, to reply it. And if you're in the market for such a beautiful GT-R R34s, anytime, feel free to reach out to us. We'll be more than happy to hook you up with one, you know. So, as always, thanks, and see you guys in the next videos to come. Cheers.